Hello people, welcome to my YouTube channel Being Logical. Today we are going to start with Indian Penal Code. So first let's get introduced with IPC. IPC was drafted by Lord Macaulay. It was presented to Legislative Assembly in 1856. Bill got passed in October 1860 and came into operation on 1st January 1862. Now, what is its jurisdiction? It applies to whole of India except Jammu and Kashmir. In Jammu and Kashmir, there is Ranbir Penal Code as a penal statute. Now, to begin with IPC, we need to first understand what is crime. Crime is defined as an act committed or omitted in violation of a public law, either forbidding or commanding it. This means किसी ने कोई एक्ट किया है जो उसे लॉ प्रोहिबिट करता है या फिर किसी ने ऐसा एक्ट नहीं किया जो उसे लॉ मैंडेटरीली करने के लिए कहता है. और इसके अलावा there is one another definition. Crimes are the wrongs whose sanctions is punitive and is in no way remissible by any private person, but is remissible by Crown alone, if remissible at all. To further understand the concept of crime, we need to distinguish it with the civil wrongs. See, crimes are graver wrongs than torts, as they constitute greater interference with the happiness of others. Wrongs जो है वो in personam होते हैं, means against a person, whereas crimes are the offenses are the wrongs in rem, against the society at large. There can be civil wrongs where there is no intention involved, but in crime it is necessary to establish mens rea. Now, how to understand crime? There are four elements in a crime involved. First, subject. The subject of crime is always a human being. Second, mens rea, that is also known as intention. Third is act done or act omitted, and fourth is injury. Now subject. Subject of crime. In ancient times, the animals were also punished for crimes, but as the society civilized, it understood the concept of intention, and hence only humans were made subject to crimes. What does this mean? Subject of crime. Subject of crime means who will be the individuals who are going to be governed by this statute. As per IPC, the human beings are the subject of crime as well as IPC. Second element of crime is mens rea. Mens rea means the intention of the accused. What was the intention behind the crime he committed? So there are two very famously known Latin maxims in this concept. Actus non facit reum nisi mens sit rea, which means the act that does not make a man guilty unless his intentions were so. और इसमें एक और लेटर मैक्सिम है which says actus me invito factus non a mens actus. An act done by me against my will is not my act at all. अब this means कि a person though admits he has done a wrong act, पर he was compelled to do it. उसने अपनी फ्री विल से नहीं किया, उस पे he was forced to do that. तो वहां पर वो एक्ट उसका एक्ट नहीं माना जाएगा क्योंकि उसकी विल इन्वॉल्व नहीं थी. He was made to do that under compulsions. Now we can conclude it as कि an act in order to be punishable by law must be a willed act or voluntary act at the same time and must have been done with a criminal intent. Criminal intent necessary है as well as act committed है, वो उसकी knowledge होनी चाहिए to the person who is committing it. And most important in this is the act and the intent both must concur to constitute the crime. Now the third element of crime is actus reus. Apart from subject, that is human beings, and mens rea, that is criminal intention, there must be an act committed or a duty omitted. Mere thought of committing a crime is not triable as per Indian laws. Now let me explain it to you with an example. Supposedly there is a person named A. He's walking on a road and he finds that there is a newborn baby crying at a roadside, and that baby is all alone. He ignores it and moves on. And then there comes another person named B. He also does the same thing. And unfortunately, the next day, they found out that the baby died. तो अब इसके अंदर A and B would not be held liable because the death of the baby was due to the climate, and there exists no law that makes it mandatory for A or B to attend that child. Though it would be a moral wrong, but you cannot consider it a crime. In the same way, supposedly there is a person called M who is a very good swimmer. He is standing by a swimming pool or a river. There is a person named A who is swimming in the river or a pool, in a water body or whatever. So the A starts drowning and M chooses not to help him. So he cannot be made liable for crime because he did not omitted an act which he was obliged to do as per law. This may be considered a moral wrong, but you cannot categorize it into a crime. Okay? These were the three elements of crime. And now coming to the last but not least element of crime, that is injury. Section 44 of the IPC defines injury. And to constitute a crime, there must be an injury. To constitute a crime, to establish that the crime commit हुआ है, it is essential to establish that कि किसी को injury भी हुई है. तो अब injury कौन कौन सी हो सकती है? Injury can be to body, to mind, to reputation or property. This has been defined in our IPC section 44. Now we have understood what is crime. Before going to the various other provisions of IPC, let me take you through the protections which an accused have as per law. These are not exactly enshrined in Indian Penal Code, but they are the part of entire Indian criminal law. The first of them is doctrine of double jeopardy, which means a person cannot be punished twice for a same offense. कि अगर किसी ने कोई एक offense commit किया है, तो उस offense के लिए वो सिर्फ एक बार punishable होगा. पर अगर एक ही person same offense दो बार करता है, तो he can be punished twice. मतलब subsequently crime करने पर subsequently punishment होगी, पर if someone has only committed a crime once, he cannot be punished for it twice. This is what doctrine of double jeopardy means. There is second protection to an accused, which is known as presumption of innocence. As per Indian criminal law, it is presumed that an accused is innocent until it is being proved by the prosecution. Third, doctrine of self-incrimination. As per this doctrine, an accused cannot be tortured or compelled to admit what he doesn't want to. right to legal aid. Any accused who is under trial for a crime would get a lawyer to represent his case. As for example, even in Kasab's case, the Kasab also got legal representation in the court of law.